In this lesson, I'm going to show you 5 very simple yet very common mistakes in English that you are probably making too. Hello, my name is Maddie from POC English, and in this lesson, we are going to talk about 5 very simple mistakes that are quite common,
even among native speakers.
So, let's start with the first one. Look at this short text. Do you like grammar? Whether you like grammar or not, it's important to learn its rules, and it's crucial to understand its importance. Now, look at the text. How many mistakes can you find? There are 4 mistakes in this text. Can you tell me what the mistakes are? That's right. The mistakes are about the words it's and its. It's with apostrophe stands for it is or it has. It's the short form of it is or it has. However, it's without apostrophe talks about possession. It talks about something that belongs to something else. For example, it is difficult. I can say, it's difficult, right? It has been a long day. Instead of it has, I can say, it's been a long day. Or look at this one. The cat ate its food. The cat ate its food. The food belongs to the cat. So we say it's with no apostrophe because we are talking about possession. Now, let's have another look at the text and see what the mistakes were. Do you like grammar? Whether you like grammar or not, it's important. It's important. Now, it's with apostrophe or without apostrophe? Which one? Well, important is an adjective. Before adjectives, we need to use to be verbs. Am, is, are. Now, here we should say it is. And instead of it is, you can say it's with apostrophe. It's important to learn its rules. Now, this one should be an it's with apostrophe or without apostrophe. Well, rules is a noun. Rules of what? Rules of grammar, right? Rules belong to grammar. So we should say it's to talk about possession with no apostrophe. And it's crucial to understand. It's crucial. Again, crucial is an adjective. Before adjectives, we use to be verbs. It is. And the short form is it's with apostrophe. It's crucial to understand its importance. Now, importance is a noun. The importance of what? The importance of grammar. So this is possession. We use it's with no apostrophe. Okay, that was the first one. Now let's go to the second one. Have a look at this text. Hey Jessica, I know that you're busy these days and your new job is demanding. But I'd like to hear your voice and know that you're okay. So, give me a call whenever you're free. How many mistakes are there in this text? There are 5 mistakes, and the mistakes are about the use of the words your and your. Y-O-U'-R-E is your, which stands for you are. For example, you are going to, you're going to. Y-O-U-R talks about possession. It is pronounced your, but it talks about possession, something which belongs to you. For example, if you have a car, that's your car. If you have a house, it's your house.
Y-O-U-R means your. Y-O-U'-R-E means you are.
Now, let's have another look at the text together. Hey, Jessica, I know that you're busy. You're busy means you are busy or you're busy, which means busy belongs to you. Well, busy is an adjective. Before adjectives, we use to be verbs. Am is are. Now here we need are. So you are busy. You're busy. You're busy these days. And your new job. New job. Job is a noun. Whose job? Your job. We're talking about possession. Your new job is demanding. Okay? But I'd like to hear your voice. Hear your voice. Voice is a noun. Whose voice? Your voice. It belongs to you. We're talking about possession. I'd like to hear your voice and know that you're okay. Okay is an adjective. Before adjectives, we need to use am, is, are. You are okay. You're okay. Give me a call whenever you're free. Free is an adjective, and before adjectives we use am, is, are. You are free. You're free. You see, these are very, very simple mistakes, yet they happen and they are quite common. And now for number 3. Look at this dialogue. Who's that young man? He is Jack's son, whose house is on the 5th Street. Oh, I thought he's Jerry's son, who's sitting there. But he's not Jerry. Jerry is the guy who's over there and whose shirt is white. How many mistakes do you see in this dialogue? There are 5 mistakes with the use of the words whose or whose. Whose stands for who is or who has. For example, who is he? Who's he? However, whose talks about possession. Look at this sentence. That is Jack, whose father is rich. That is Jack, whose father is rich. Now, what is the possession here? The word after whose belongs to the noun before whose. So when we say that is Jack, whose father is rich, father belongs to Jack. Whose can be used for objects too. For example, the table whose leg is broken is cheap. The table whose leg is broken is cheap. Again, the noun after whose belongs to the noun before whose. The table whose leg. So the leg belongs to the table. Now that we know the difference between whose, which means who is, and whose, which means possession, let's have another look at the text. Who's that young man? Who is that young man, right? We are not talking about possession. We are asking, who is that young man? He is Jack's son, whose house. Now, here we're talking about house, and the house belongs to Jack's son, right? So we say whose to show possession. He is Jack's son, whose house is on the 5th Street. Oh, I thought he is Jerry's son, who's sitting over there. Now, look, sitting is present continuous, and we need a to be verb. Is sitting. And we're talking about a person, so we say who is sitting. Now, instead of who is, we say whose. Who's sitting over there? But he is not Jerry. Jerry's the guy who's over there. Again, we're not talking about possession. We're saying who is over there and whose shirt is white. The shirt belongs to Jerry, right? So we say whose to show possession. Number 4, and one of the most confusing ones, the difference between who and whom. Both of them are used to refer to people, to someone, okay? But use who to refer to the subject of a sentence. Use whom to refer to the object of a sentence. For example, look at this sentence. Jack ate my sandwich. Jack ate my sandwich. I want to ask a question. Because Jack is the subject of a sentence, I say who. Who ate my sandwich? Or look at this example. Whom do you believe? Now, what is the verb? Believe. And what's the subject? You, because you believe. But whom do you believe refers to the object. Do you believe me? Or do you believe him? Or do you believe her? Whom do you believe? You are the subject, we are the objects. Whom do you believe? I understand it can be difficult to know whether to use who or whom, but if it's difficult for you, try this. Try using he and him instead of who and whom. If he fits the sentence, then it's who. If him fits the sentence, then you should use whom. For example, look at this question. Who or whom ate my sandwich? Should I say who or should I say whom? Well, try using he and him and see which one makes sense. If he makes sense, then go with who. If him makes sense, then go with whom. So, he ate my sandwich. Him ate my sandwich. Which one is correct? The first one. He ate my sandwich. So, you should use who and say, who ate my sandwich? Let's make it more complicated. Look at this one. Who or whom should I talk to about the problem? Should I say who or should I say whom? Well, try using he and him. But before that, let's turn the question into a positive statement. So instead of saying, should I talk to, say, I should talk to. Now, I should talk to he or I should talk to him. I should talk to him. Because him fits the sentence, then you should go with whom. So the correct question is, whom should I talk to about the problem? Let's look at some other examples. Look at this one. Who or whom comes to school by bus? Should I say who or should I say whom? Let's try using he. He comes to school by bus. Let's try using him. Him comes to school by bus. It doesn't make sense. Because he fits the sentence, say who. Who comes to school by bus? Or look at this one. Who or whom do you believe? Let's turn the question into a positive statement. You believe. Now, you believe he or you believe him? You believe him. Because him fits the sentence, then you should go with whom. Whom do you believe? These sentences sound kind of weird, right? They're not common, they're not usual. I mean, I personally haven't heard them that much. You know why? Because native speakers tend to use who instead of whom. Nowadays, not many people use whom. So basically, native speakers would say, who do you believe instead of whom do you believe? However, to be grammatically correct 100%, it's better to say whom instead of who when you have to. And now, before we get to the next one, if you want to receive the lesson summary of this video and every other videos when I post them on YouTube, what you need to do is to give me your email address. How? Go to my website, pocenglish.com. The link is in the description of this video. Click on the link, go to my website, type in your email address, and click subscribe. You will receive the lesson summary of all my videos when I post them on YouTube for free. And now, number 5. Look at this short story. This is the Miller family. They are a small family, but their house is quite big. They're living with their grandparents and their dog. How many mistakes do you see in this short story? There are 5 mistakes in this story, and the mistakes are about the use of the words there and their. Their stands for they are. For example, they are playing tennis. They're playing tennis. There talks about possession. For example, they have a car, it's their car. They have a house, it's their house. We're talking about possession. Now, let's have another look at the story. This is the Miller family. They're a small family. Now, a small family, they are, or the small family belongs to them? They are a small family, right? Let's continue. But their house is quite big. Their house. Whose house? The house belongs to them. So we say their house, possession. Their house is quite big. They're living. Living with ing. Present continuous. To be plus ing. We need the to be, which is am is are. They are living. They're living. They're living with their grandparents. Whose grandparents? Grandparents belong to them, right? So we should say their grandparents. And their dog, because dog belongs to them. And that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. See ya.